Welcome, my name is May.
And my name's Colleen. Welcome returning viewers, and for those of you who are watching us for the first time, we're so glad you could be here.
On today's video, I will be making my lavender and peppermint cold processed soap. And I'm so excited to get started with that today. You've smelled the peppermint? Very strong.
It is,
The
peppermint
peppermint
strong.
is very strong, I find, but I really like it. You just don't want to get your nose
Yeah,
too
not
close
too
to
close,
that.
but it is
and
nice.
Most people have smelled lavender before, which is
Yes,
very nice. And I think
exactly.
that mix is going to be kind of cool.
I think it's going to be great.
So, as you know, Colleen and I are beginner soapers. And so if you watch right till the end, we'll discuss, maybe some things I could do differently, what I learned, what I didn't learn. And I'm using this mold here. I've used this mold in the past. And it's got this kind of a plasticky thing that keeps it stabilized and good. And I got this from Michael's and used the coupons, which is great.
Of course.
So that being said, I'm pretty excited today. So let's get started. It's important when working with lye to have the proper safety gear. Masks to protect us from fumes, and we also work in a well-ventilated area. Hairnets optional. Goggles are a must to protect our eyes because our glasses are just not enough. And finally, gloves, long sleeve shirts, and closed-toed shoes. All suited up and ready to make soap. First step, putting my recipe into soapcalc.net. Using half distilled ice cubes and half distilled water will help keep the fumes down when I add the lye. Using the funnel made measuring out my lye a little easier. When making the lye solution, it's always important to remember to pour the lye into the water and never the other way around. I will set the solution aside and pour my oils. First, castor oil. I will melt the cocoa butter and coconut oil in the microwave. Olive oil. Sweet almond oil. I have combined all my oils and ready to mix in the lye solution. Adding in my fragrance. I'm just pouring a little bit into another container, and then I will add my TD to that container. Adding my color. pouring a purple base, and then I'm just gently pouring in the white. I just continue to layer up. I'm just banging it to get rid of some of the air bubbles. Back and forth with the wire. Just cleaning up the edges and another little bang. Little squirt with 99% alcohol, and we are ready to cover with a towel. It's been about 48 hours and I'm ready to unmold. After seeing this, it felt a little soft, so I left it for another 24 hours. I'll just smooth it out with my finger. Still a little bit soft after 3 days. The pH is good. I'll give them a little trim with my potato peeler, and voila, I have a bar of soap. Well, that was a fun experience making that soap. It wasn't really a difficult soap for, I think, for a beginner, but
Now, were
there were
you
some things.
calmer this time?
I was a lot calmer this time than I was the first time I made soap.
Okay,
Only
perfect.
because I think we had gone through it with the lye.
Okay, I agree with you.
Yeah, so it was a little easier. That's what my soap turned out like. I really like it. Like the purple
It's
was a great
beautiful.
purple. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, it was a great purple. But
Yes.
that being said, it has these little dots on them, and I guess this purple color,
It's called ultramarine violet, I think.
it is notorious for if you don't mix it well to
Right.
get these little dots in there.
Right.
And when I was mixing it, I just mixed it with a little. I don't know what I mixed it with. A spoon? Did I mix it with one
I think
of
you
those?
had a spoon or a
And
whisk, but anyway.
What I learned is what I should have used is this little thing, and it's just a mini mixer. You can get it off of Amazon. It's not.
It's
that
actually
expensive.
a milk frother, is what it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
It's
it's
for
actually
your
a milk
coffee or
frother,
something
yeah.
like that.
So you just have
and
to
it's
put-
just battery, and it's great, and that would have been perfect.
Exactly. Now,
So-
we remember that you want to make sure you have a vessel that's taller so it doesn't
Yes.
go everywhere.
Colleen had that experience where she was mixing it, and the vessel was only that big, and she kind of
It
wore
wasn't
purple.
good. I wore
Yes.
purple. I
Yeah.
love purple, but not when it's like little spots everywhere.
So that's one thing that I did learn was really mix your color well.
Okay.
Also, what I from past experience, now that I'm all experienced, that I've
Yes,
made
you
2
are.
batches of soap, is that we noticed some of the professionals, they mix up their titanium dioxide in containers much bigger than this. We only use small containers because we're just making small amounts.
Right.
But for those professionals who use it all the time, they
Right.
use bigger bottles like this, which
Now,
is
what's
perfect.
in there that's making the noise?
Now, because you have to use stainless steel when you're working with soap, we bought stainless steel little bolts. Just regular little bolts that you can see.
Bolts
those.
or nuts?
Well, they're probably nuts.
One of those things. Stainless steel things you put in there. You can get stainless steel ball bearings if you'd rather
Yes,
use
you
them.
can use ball bearings also, or somebody's even used marbles, which are glass, and you don't have to worry about whether they're stainless steel or
That's
not.
true. Now, you know what I noticed? In the video, May has become one of the cool kids. So instead of calling it titanium dioxide, she just called it TD.
Oh yeah, I've made soap twice, and now I'm into saying TD. That is kind of funny.
It is
So
good.
that was something I learned, Colleen. I really liked
Exactly.
using that, and I would like to, when we make more soap, I'm going to like
Right.
to make a bigger one. and
Yeah,
put some
I
more
know
bearings
that
in there.
this container came from the dollar store, and I have a feeling that this isn't going to hold
Right.
as tight as we need it
We'll
to.
get a
but
better container like
but-
that.
little bits at a time.
Yeah. Now, I did use the hanger swirl in this, which I think it worked out quite nice. I
It's
don't even know
beautiful.
exactly what I'm doing. I think there's some techniques that you use that I'm not there yet. And
I think
I
it looks
wrote
great.
down what I did, and it's important that you write down everything.
Oh,
'cause-
that's perfect. Now, I just want you to see, this is what it looks like when you get it at the store. So we got this at Canadian Tire. There were 2 of them. These are 24 inches. So there are reusable twist ties. So it's in the camping sections where you find it.
perfect, because they wipe off very nicely. Like they're silicone,
It's
and
brilliant.
they wipe off really nicely. So
Yes.
those worked well. What I find this mold that I've used now twice. You'd think I was a perfect soaper. I've soaped twice. But I find this mold a little hard to get out. I don't know
I
if I'm
know.
not leaving my soap long enough.
I think a little bit of that.
I probably am too anxious to get it out of the mold because I'm so excited.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll try leaving my soap in a little longer to see if this
That would
mold will work a little better.
Right.
But
the other thing is we could use
Mm-hmm.
some refrigerator paper.
right,
We could try it and see.
you mean freezer paper?
You would think I would get it figured out by now. Freezer paper.
I don't mean
That's
to
right.
correct you on camera.
It's okay.
but I'm
That's okay.
correcting you on camera.
That's all right. I'm good with that. Freezer
Paper.
paper.
You can
Some people actually, just to confuse things even more, some people actually use parchment paper. But my understanding is the freezer paper is what you should use.
Right. And we do have freezer paper.
Yes,
so
we do.
We'll try and use that next time. That'll be great. So overall, fun experience with that soap. It smells amazing. The peppermint was a little overpowering at the very beginning. I was a
It
bit
was.
worried about it. I thought, wow, this is just too much. And it has since settled down, and it's a
Okay.
really nice blend. I really like it. It fresh.
There we go. And I'm really glad you're taking good notes because, as you say, things change. So instead
Right.
of saying, well, I'm never doing that again, we know exactly what you did as far as essential oils in there.
That's right. So anyway, thanks for joining us in our soap journey. We're having fun doing this for you. If you like what you see, give us a thumbs up, comment down below. Please subscribe. That helps us out a lot. And we just appreciate you spending the time with us, and hopefully you will learn some stuff along our soap journey too.
And until next time,
you take care.